Have you ever been bullied, been a bully yourself, or just been super satisfied at the end of a book or movie when the bully finally gets what's coming to him? Three of my favorite books about bullies are The Ant Bully by John Nichols, The Recess Queen by Alexis O'Neill and Laura Holiska Beath, and Those Darn Squirrels and the Cat Next Door by Adam Rubin. The Ant Bully is written and illustrated by John Nichols. It tells the story of Lucas, a little boy who's bullied by a neighborhood kid named Sid. As Lucas is bullied, he decides to bully somebody too. He does this by squirting water at ants and flooding their colony. Somehow, the ant queen, or the queen ant, manages to shrink Lucas down to size, and they get him into the ant colony. He's put on trial. His sentence is hard labor and helping the ants do their daily chores, gathering food and protecting the colony. Lucas goes out for one final assignment before his labor is done to get a swell gel, which is a candy, from his parents' house. He has two ant buddies with him to help. The ants nearly get smushed by a fly swatter by Lucas's father himself, and Lucas saves them. The queen decides to release him, and there's a great twist at the end. Actually, Lucas learns his lesson quite well in the end of the book. You'll have to check out The Ant Bully by John Nichols to see what the ending is. Next book is called The Recess Queen. It tells the story of Mean Jean, who every day on the playground races past kids and says she has to be the first one to swing on the swings or kick a soccer ball or go down the slide. Everybody's afraid of her until one day a little girl named Katie Sue moves into town. This is Katie Sue. Katie Sue knows nothing about Mean Jean the Recess Queen, and she couldn't care less. All Katie Sue knows is that she wants to play with Jean, and she actually sings to her. She gets a jump rope out of her backpack, and she says, "I like ice cream, I like tea, I want you to jump with me." And Jean can't believe it. Somebody actually wants to play with her. So, Katie Sue and Jean end up jump roping together, and after that, Mean Jean never ever smushes kids, lollapaloozes kids, hammered them, slammered them, kits and kajammered them again. This is a great story about a little girl who learns a lesson about keeping an open mind, and maybe that Mean Jean was so mean because she was bullied. She was sad that she didn't have any friends. The last book is called Those Darn Squirrels and the Cat Next Door. This tells the story of a man called Old Man Fuquire. He's very grumpy. He loves to have the birds singing in his yard, and he gets very, very angry when they fly south for the winter, and the only thing left in his yard are those darn squirrels. Well, the squirrels get cold outside, and they like to sneak into Old Man Fuquire's house. And when they do, they finish his crossword puzzles, and they come in and eat his food. One day, Mr. Fuquire hears a bunch of racket next door. He looks outside to see what's going on, and it turns out that the town baker, Little Old Lady Who, is moving in next door with her fat, mean cat muffins. Little Old Lady Who loves muffins, but everybody in town thinks, and I quote, Muffins is a real jerk. So, Muffins loves to terrorize the squirrels. They are afraid of him, and he ambushes them one day as they're coming outside. And he gives them noogies. He ties their tails together, so they devise a plan to get Muffins back. The next day, the birds and the squirrels come up with their plan, and they trick Muffins into coming outside, and he triggers the revenge plan. There's a bucket of freezing cold water that falls on Muffins. When this happens, there's Muffins. And Old Man Fuquire says he's nothing more than a skinny malink. He's not even as big as a squirrel. So, in the end, Muffins gets what is coming to him, and kids love to hear this story out loud. They think Muffins is so funny and that the squirrels are absolutely hilarious. So if you're looking for 3 good books to talk about bullying with elementary kids, or even just books for a good laugh, these are great books. The Ant Bully by John Nichol, The Recess Queen by Alexis O'Neill and Laura Holiska Beath, and Those Darn Squirrels and the Cat Next Door by Adam Rubin. Thank you.